Hello and welcome back to Bobo Bun's So Vintage Life. Today I'm going to take you with me to a brocante at the lovely Bayfield Hall in Norfolk, which is just outside of the lovely market town of Holt. We're going to have a good old rummage at the brocante. It was a beautiful blue sky day, and once we've had an explore around there, I'll show you some of the things that I got and what I did for the rest of my day. Right, hello, it's Sunday. It's actually sunny. It's all the beautiful purple flowers in the field. We are heading off to a brocante, which sounds very posh, at a stately home called Edgefield Hall or Bayfield. No, Bayfield Hall. I keep calling it Edgefield Hall. Bayfield Hall near Holt, which is in North Norfolk, and Holt's really lovely. There's a Sunday market in Holt today, so we might go there if we get time, but we're definitely going to the brocante, so thought you might like to come along with us. It was utterly glorious being there yesterday. It was a blue sky day when we woke up, and I just thought we need to grab the opportunity to go out and enjoy the day. We've had so much rain, and more is forecast for the next few days. It's a bit more of a gloomy day today. It really uplifted us, being out and about with the sun on our backs, looking at lovely things. We were chatting to so many people. The surroundings, the scenery, it was just beautiful. The river flowing through the grounds, and yeah, as we drove out, we saw a herd of the darkest, almost black cows with their calves, and they were all moving down to be by the river, you know, to mess about around by the trees. My friend had said when you leave the estate, you feel like you should be in a Jane Austen horse and carriage, you know, open carriage, admiring the view, and then you go over a little bridge over the river and out. And it was also fascinating because the estate wall is one that we've driven past loads of times on our way to Blakeney, and always wondered what was the other side of this very, very long wall, and now we know. So this brocante happens once every year, so it's definitely going to go in our diaries to go next year. I can't believe we've not discovered it before. So I only bought a few things. I'll show you what I got. There was buttons, some fabric, a bit of furniture, which God knows what I'm going to do with, and some plants. There were loads of things that we loved, but obviously you can't buy everything, and you don't have room for everything or the money. But the first thing that I found is not hugely exciting, but I got these buttons. I bought them from a lovely lady. I was chatting to her husband for ages. He had a lovely chat with my daughter as well. They were so nice, and his wife came over and joined in the conversation. So it's not just about the buying, it's about meeting lovely people. So yeah, got some buttons to add to the stash there. Found Diana the button lady. Diana has always been on the vintage circuit. I first met her when I started selling vintage homeware alongside my accessories in Blakeney, I think it was. And Diana recently celebrated her 70th birthday, so I know she's just slightly pulling back from all she does. But we've always called her Diana the button lady, even though she sells a lot of periodicals and magazines from the past, various bits and bobs and patterns. But buttons we always thought were her thing. But she told us yesterday that she actually started when a lady who's now in her 90s, who used to be known as the Button Queen in Norfolk, she decided to retire, and she asked Diana if she would like to take over her stock and start selling them. And Diana said, well, I don't know anything about buttons. So apparently this lovely lady trained her up so she could age buttons and, you know their value. So that's where she learnt her expertise. So it's lovely to know, even in the trade of selling buttons, it's a craft to be learnt. So from Diana, the first buttons I spied, and I was thrilled because these ones perfectly go with my current knit, one that I showed you in my last video. This cardigan needs 6 buttons, there's 5 here, so I'll just do 5 buttonholes and just place them differently. So really pleased to get those. I just knew when I saw them they would be the right colour. And then I just added some more of these buttons to my stash. They're always handy for sailor trousers. I have got a few more of these, and these beautiful green ones which need a bit of a wash. They're a bit dusty, but I've got those buttons. And also from Diana, I found this lovely fabric. It's like a pale pink striped, let's try and stop shifting it around, can you see it there? Pale pink striped chiffon, which I'm hoping to make a little blouse from. Needs a good wash, it's a bit foisty-doisty. And my daughter chose this lovely fabric to make a skirt. It's very fine wool, actually. I'm just feeling it. Don't know if it says on the description. Very fine wool in this gingham. It's sort of like a khaki with a stony sort of beige colour. So doesn't smell as bad as the nature of these old fabrics. They can sometimes smell a bit interesting, to say the least. And I bought 2 cosmos plants. I love cosmos, and some lupin. We had such a lovely chat with the lady on that stall. She had lots of beautiful things, but it's the plants we were after. And yeah, got lots of helpful tips about our herb garden and growing plants and what to do with them. So that was also very, very handy. I went to another stall and I found this, which we went and collected later on. It's quite heavy, trying to lift it up. It's in a bit of a state and needs decorating, but just holding it up to show you, like so, is these shelves. And they're lovely. I always am after a good pair of shelves, and they were really reasonably priced. Did think, where the heck am I going to put them? But, you know, shelves are just so handy, and I do need to store more of my sewing books and things. So if the Moomin poster came down, I could put the shelves up there once they're painted. So that is the plan. I'm going to do. I'll have to sell them and move them on, but they were too good to resist. I did get home and realise that I'd not noticed a bit that was missing on the side, but I think we can sort all of that out. So yeah, for now I'm happy with my shelves. They're sitting there, and it's another job to do, but I do love doing up furniture. But to be truthful, the whole house needs redoing. Once we'd finished shopping, we walked around by the house, had a lovely look at what was there, and then we went over to the ice cream van and bought some gorgeous strawberry and vanilla ice creams. And went and sat on the hill just below the ruins of the church, which was really beautiful. So looking down over the whole Brocante and the river, and then the hills and the trees beyond. So it's really lovely just sitting there for a while, enjoying the view, eating our ice creams. And then I walked up and had a look around the ruin. And then after that, it was time to go home and amble on back through the Norfolk countryside, seeing all the beautiful flint cottages and everything that we have on the way before we got home. When I got home, my partner loved the lupins, so popped those in. You know, when you wish you'd bought more actually, but yeah, I tend to only sort of buy one or two of plants and just keep adding to them, you know, as memories of different places we've been to, and then it just suddenly all expands, and then suddenly all the beds and the pots and everything are full. Once we've done that, came in and I thought I just fancied doing a little bit of knitting, because I wanted to see if my buttons actually matched my current knit. So poured myself a gin and tonic and did a bit of knitting for a little bit. And then it was on to cook the evening meal. And I do love a pot bake, you know, when you everything in a baking tray or, you know, in a roasting dish, you can just get on and do something else. And this one is really lovely. And I always find as vegetarians, we'll swap out whatever the meat is for a substitute, whether it'll be, you know, grains and pulses, or, you know, proteins or substitutes. I hate calling them meat substitutes because they're not meat. For chorizo and halloumi, so I've got vegan chorizo sausages. And it's really a spicy meal, and then I always do some garlic bread to go with it as well on the side. And so I had a lovely time popping all that together. Sat down to enjoy our meal, and I just thought this has been a really nice Sunday. Obviously we've got the rest of the evening ahead, but Yeah, an unplanned day of delights. So enjoyed me taking you along with us to the Brocante, and any other outings, I will try and remember to take you en route with me. Sometimes just so caught up in the event. I will try and do that a bit more in the future, because it's lovely to show the beautiful place where I live, or the places that we discover. So if you don't already, please subscribe, then you won't miss out on my videos. Leave a comment, then we can have a little chat, and tell your friends I'm here. Until I'm back again on your screens, have a lovely time whatever you're up to, and I shall see you again very, very soon. Bye bye for now.